Yeah, just give me a few minutes. I agree. Uh, no, not really. Okay. Mm. Damn. Wow. All right. Damn. Wait, how many did you have? I don't think that. Yep, I yeah, yeah, I don't oh. I yep. All right. Yeah. On what? How do I do it? Oh wait, how do I do that? Oh. Hey Pat, how do I do that? In my analytics, right? Yeah. Okay. I got it. Yeah, in a moment. Yeah. Oh, right here. I go to more, right? And then how? Oh, wait, Pat. Oh. Yeah. How do I do the whole setting thing? I don't know because I'm in settings and do you want me to just show it on the stream? Do you want me to put it in YouTube Studio or? Now I am. I'm about to be in. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Oh, oops. I did not mean to. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oopsies. My bad. Let's look. Yeah, I'm trying to share YouTube Studios. Okay. Yeah. First, uh, no, I do not see that on my settings. I must be in the wrong settings. All right, I will just, yeah. How do I share? Why can I not share right now? It is not let. Okay. It's not letting me share on here. Yeah. Why is it? That's so weird. Yeah. It only shows in my YouTube studio, it only shows the dashboard, content, analytics, community, and earn. And then if I go in my profile, then it shows the settings. Okay. Yeah. And then it shows notifications, audience, country of residence, permissions, creator, uh, something with creator, and then clips, sensor audio, currency. No. Okay. Sure. Yes, I really do. Where is my... Okay. Okay, you guys are on my stream, right? I don't have to put you guys in my Discord, right? Oh! Wait, but I don't have you connected right now with the stream. No, not... I need... Yeah, I was about to just do that. Woohoo! Okay, no. What? Can you guys hear the stream? Okay, welcome back. I don't know why this is just not working today. Nothing has worked. Okay. It's hard to hear you guys. I don't know why. I have it on 100. It's just you guys. It sounds like it's just a call. It doesn't sound like it's on speaker. You heard? Oh, why is it? All right, welcome back, Weather Kingdom. Okay, let's do this. Okay, welcome back, Weather Kingdom. I am sorry about the confusion. I hope you guys do understand. We do have about 16 people already watching. We are... No more spamming, please. Okay. Okay, welcome back, Weather Kingdom. We are here. We are taking a look at the tropics.
Welcome back, Weather Kingdom. I am sorry about the confusion.
Can everyone hear me? We have like 16 people watching. Turn on slow mode to prevent spamming. Okay, let me just do that quickly. Oh. Okay, welcome everybody. We already got 12 likes. Let's go up to 20. We are going to be live for a lot of tonight. We're going to try and go live up to about 12 in the morning. We're going to be taking a look at some model data, some tropics, some questions, some concerns. Let me put on slow mode in the chat here. We hear you. Good. Okay. Yeah, it's been a little busy here tonight. Community live chat, live auxiliary. Community. All right, we're gonna do that. Good idea, Gritty. All right, all my moderators and chats, please just keep on a watch. We are just taking a look. Okay, just one moment. Okay, give me 1 second. I don't know why it's not working. I just don't understand. Okay, one moment, everybody. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. All right. Can the stream hear us? Let's see.
I have you guys on speaker. I don't, for some reason, for speaker on my computer is not working right now. I just noticed that, but I have you guys here. Yeah, I know. It's just I just don't understand why it's not working on that part. But
okay, all right. Okay, hold on. I'm sending Kent an invite real quickly to this. All right. Okay, but hopefully we can fix that. Check your OBS for me real quickly.
Yeah, I don't know what would be wrong with it.
Here, let me see it real quickly, just out of curiosity.
I mean, everything looks fine to me. Desktop. Oh, wait. I found... It might have been this. Huh. Hello.
Wait a minute. Yeah, turn that up. Turn your desktop audio way up, dude.
Yeah, I just did, but it's still not showing as it's talking. I'm testing it right now.
Yeah, turn that up right there.
I just did, and it's still...
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
I'm a little confused.
Okay, see if you're...
Huh.
Okay, I'm looking at that. Desktop audio. Go to those three dots and check properties.
Properties.
Yep, go to...
Oh.
Go to properties.
Hello? Nope, it still did not work. Huh. I just checked properties.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Just go down to properties I want to see. Okay, what's your default? Go to default.
Yeah.
There. Okay, that didn't quite work.
Fix
I don't
it.
think. Oh, that's.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know. Could it be my mic? It can't be my mic.
Wait a minute. Is it connected to your mic?
It should be.
Okay.
Everything.
Your desktop should. Okay, your mic should be connected, but your desktop shouldn't. Okay.
Yeah, my mic is working. My desktop is not.
Okay. Bro, there's 30 people, there's 20 people tuned in watching us fix a freaking stream. Okay, you're on the speaker. Yeah, wait a minute, hold up. Wait, where are you calling us from? Are you calling us from your phone?
Yeah.
Call us from your computer.
I know, but you guys, I can't hear you guys from my computer.
I can fix that for you. Go on Discord and go to voice and video and check your input, check your output device.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me then do.
Okay. So, Weather Kingdom, go to your Discord, go to your settings, and output device.
All right, you guys are connected on here. Oh my god. It's so hard to hear you. Nope. Why did I do that? What did I do here? I don't even know what I did anymore.
Oh, no. Weather Kingdom, go to that settings right there. Okay. Go to the user settings.
Yeah, I don't see anything here with.
All right. So, you're in your profile. Okay, go to Discord. Oh boy.
What the heck did I do? I don't even know what I did.
Hit escape. Click the X.
I was doing. Why is it? Permission. What?
Your stream's a little delayed, but.
Escape. Okay.
Wait a minute. Go to no. Okay. Go to no, not the X for Discord. On your computer. Okay. I'm gonna stream real quickly. I want you to follow my lead. All right. On your computer. Okay.
I just did the output. The output.
All right. Do you see my screen?
Let me see. Yeah, I do.
Okay. Go to user settings. This icon right here.
Yeah.
What's your speaker? What options do you have?
Sound wire audio. And then I have default speakers of the same thing.
Click on that. Click on that drop down.
Okay.
Oh, that's the same one.
Yeah.
Do you have any headphones or anything you could use?
No, it wouldn't work on here. That's why I think I should just stream in.
All right, we'll leave you alone then. We'll talk later, okay?
Yeah, I'll get it fixed.
Yeah, me too. All right. We'll peace out. Weather Kingdom, enjoy the viewership and we'll do that. All right?
All right, thank you.
We'll talk to you later. Okay.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
Okay, welcome. Let me just quickly fix this all. So I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay. No. Okay, we just don't need that. Okay. Welcome back, Weather Kingdom. We are here. We're going to be taking a look at the tropics. I am extremely sorry that it has been a full loaded on the stream here. We are currently at 14 views. I know we've been streaming for a little bit now and nothing's been going on. We meet again, buddy. What is up? What is up, everybody? W stream, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. We are just fixing everything here. But I would like to take a look at the tropics with you guys and everything. I hope you guys do like and subscribe. We are trying to get out to 30 likes. Thank you. Yeah, I really don't know what was the issue with that, but right now we are focused on the stream here. We're not gonna just worry too much about it. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave them down below. But I'm gonna start taking a look at the tropics, everything, and what's your guys' thoughts? So currently we are looking at an AOI here in the Atlantic. We are going to be taking a look at the main development region, as we do have one AOI that has a very interesting look of developing possibility. All right, we already got 25 people here. So let's keep the stream going. Welcome back, everybody. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. We're taking a look at the AOI. We are currently at a 30% in the next 7 days and a 0 in the next 48 hours. Basically, what they do say here is the 8 p.m. advisory. A tropical wave is forecasted to generally move off the west coast of Africa on Sunday, pretty much tomorrow, and we're going to be taking a look at that in the satellite imagery. Therefore, environment conditions could support some slow development. I do think generally right now, this will be supporting some gradual development in the system, and we will be seeing this move about across the Atlantic at 15 miles an hour, basically through the central next week in the Atlantic. I do think this would generally go up a little bit more, maybe even up to a 40 by tomorrow, as the chances for me has kind of gone up. When we take a look, I want to take a look at general models, as we're going to be coming out with the Icon GFS European overnight. I'm not going to stay here for the European, but I'll stay here for a few of the models, and we're pretty much going to take a look at everything. So when we take a look at the latest European 18Z run, we are pretty much taking a look at a general wave in the next 24 hours. This is about 2 p.m. tomorrow, a general wave right here. Okay, one moment. Let's turn this here. We already got 25 people. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Howdy, what is up? What is up, everybody? Enjoyed talking in the chat. So basically, we do get a tropical wave here on the European to develop just off the coast by about 2 p.m. tomorrow and later in the nights. Basically, what we could be expecting out of this in the next 48 hours is, when we take a look at the next 48 hours, this generally doesn't want to develop. This by September 1st, our tropical wave generally here with some showers, thunderstorms, but nothing in a crazy formation anytime soon. And we're going to be taking a look at more of the run here. Yeah, I know it is. And basically, what we are expecting here is in the next couple, when we take a look in the next 60 days and the next 72 hours out, basically in the next 3 days, our tropical wave does become a little better defined. Now we got a little bit of a mid-level and low-level center. Also, we are seeing our cold front here generally into the Gulf and areas like that. I do not expect anything with development, but I do think the chances will become more likely. And we do see eventually this system to develop. It's very slow, but in the next 4 to 5 days, we generally see an attempt at this. But when we take this out until 140 hours out, we could see a potential tropical depression or tropical storm. While we have a very strong potential severe weather cold front going into the northeast, I like to take a little bit more of a look at that. And also we have another wave right here and another wave back in Africa. You can kind of see that right now. Everybody, thank you. Lots of shear there is helping across. Yeah, a lot of shear that's going to be helping across the Atlantic. Bye. What's up, RM? So yeah, southern part of the country will be drier in the conditions. Yes, have a good night. So basically, when we take a look at the 12Z run here on the Atlantic, this is our cold front, and basically we do see some gradual development out of this. This is by September 7th. Our tropical wave continues to move right here. I do not think it will be a tropical storm according to the 12Z run on here. We also see some pretty good amount of moisture once again over Florida, the Gulf of Mexico, and these islands here. And basically what we see here is generally we do see a, by the end of 240 hours out, we do get a now tropical storm to develop now. It looks to me as a nice tropical storm just north of these islands. We got, this is that pattern flow right here. We got a general high pressure that is kind of driving this storm right into the East Coast here. And we'll have to wait and see because right here, this is a potential tropical storm. And we do generally see this storm to move into the directions and kind of struggle a bit to gain momentum. And we do generally see by September 11, we do have a potential tropical depression or tropical storm on the latest European just off the coast. And this generally just scraped the outer banks of the Carolinas and then moves out to sea. While being that said, by the 15th, we have quite a bit of moisture right into where I just circled. Also, the Gulf of Mexico looks pretty active here as we got a lot of showers and thunderstorms. Even a little bit of a broad wave of tropical activity right there. This is a broad spin in the atmosphere. Also, we are seeing another tropical wave coming off Africa. It's very interesting at this point of view of September 14th. We have a lot going on here. And generally, the conditions by the 200 millibar pressures is generally favorable. This, basically, for the main development region area of development is right in this box. And we do not see any shear. If we do see any shear, it's to the northern part. You can easily tell right here where we got straight on wind shear getting driven parts here. This is about 30 to about 50 knots of wind shear. That's to the northern of the main development region. So the shear in the upper level atmosphere is very conducive. Also, something else to watch out. Yes, we do have shear here in the Gulf, okay? But to the southern portion where that moisture and that tropical wave is generally down here. Like I said, we have a broad tropical wave down here. There is a little bit of shear, but generally is kind of favorable in my opinion. Nothing to really talk about with shear, only if it moved north. We do also have a little bit of shear in the Caribbean around the September 14th. Also a little bit of shear in the Bahamas here as of our trough. But generally, the conditions in the 200 millibar wind speed is very conducive for tropical development. I'm not saying we will not get development, but there is some shear and there is something to watch out for, okay? Just one moment. Let's get, all right, you guys, if we can hit 660 subscribers by 12 o'clock, I'll stay on even longer. I'll stay on an extra 30 minutes to an hour. If we can get another 8 subscribers here on this channel, let's do it, Weather Kingdom. I know we can. We are good at it. We are an amazing team here, and I know we can do it. So let's do it, you guys. We are currently looking at the tropics, let me take a look here. Good evening, good, and y'all, good, Samir. What's up? What is up, everybody? I think October will be super active, but we'll have to wait and see. I am not disagreeing with you. I do think it is possible, and there's a good chance. Also, when we take a look at the dry air at this point, there is quite a bit of actually dry air. We'll have to continue to see that because we do see a general good amount of dry air in the main development region. If this dry air continued like what the Euro shows, we are most likely going to struggle to get these tropical waves to develop, okay? Also, you can sell pretty good moisture in the Gulf. Something to watch out with our Caribbean storm here in the Gulf. Let's also take a look here at the Canadian. Why not? Let's take a look at the Canadian model. We're taking a look at all models right now. From today's Canadian really doesn't show any development out of this system. We do see some development in the short term, but generally in the long term, this does get fizzle out as the conditions become less conducive. And this is by the September time. This is about September 9th. Okay. So something to really watch out for. The GFS is very interesting. I'm not going to say it's most likely, but it does show generally some development out of this system as we get this going in the next couple days. You could tell in the next pretty much 72 hours out, chances will become more likely here in the Atlantic. And we do see a tropical storm, at least a weak tropical storm to develop out of the GFS. And this might be the first one. Oh, yeah, this might be. And then we generally see the GFS to struggle for development. But we do see eventually it does develop. Also, we see eventually a CAG system, something out of the Central American Gyre. This is by September 15th. I'm not saying this is likely going to happen, you guys. But all I'm going to say here is, on the latest 18Z, I want to keep an eye on all these model runs because every model run is very important. But this is a look where I have seen before in the long run, and then it ended up being right. Okay? It shows that tropical wave to try and develop and struggle generally right here and redevelop. We see that CAC system that we've been talking about. This was the one run here. First below average season of 2015 is possible. It could be. I'm not gonna completely rule it out, but I do think we will be seeing some pretty good activity and development. By the way, we are 3 likes away. Also, we are 8 subscribers away of hitting the big 660. So I think we can do that, and let's do it, you guys. I know we can. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave them down below. But generally, we do see another tropical wave to try and develop. This one shoots out, but it does develop. This run probably won't stay alive because last run on 12Z showed nothing, okay? This is that disagreement here on the models, but it is showing signs here of development and system. But generally, this system here struggles to develop. It does become something, but it also struggles, and then we never see that CAG system. When I say CAG, it's Central American Gyre for the system, so we'll have to wait and see. But generally, with the models, there is that, once again, those hints of tropical development. But generally, nothing too much to really speak on, even with the European APHIS. When we take a look at the GEFS here, there's nothing really to talk about. We see potential some development here out of that next system. And then we also see another tropical wave behind it. That's the one that the 18Z GFS is showing. And then we do see a few ensembles here in the Bay of Campeche, Gulf, and Caribbean. Something to also watch. When we take a look at the European ensembles, there's not too much to really talk about. We generally see this is generally one wave here that shows on the European ensembles, and then a weak signal, but they're on a second wave right there. And then generally, nothing in the CAC. Okay, nothing in the Central America. Something to keep an eye on, okay? When we take a look here at the GDM, this is part of the ensembles. And this goes out 312 hours out. It is very interesting. We do see this system to eventually redevelop and actually become a problem. This is very interesting on these ensembles, but further down with the system, if it can survive the unfavorable conditions, once again, this will get closer to the Bahamas, Florida, the East Coast, and if the environment is conducive, we could see another hurricane. Okay, I'm not gonna roll it out. We're already seen one hurricane. I wouldn't be surprised we see our second hurricane. This will be Gabriella, and we'll have to wait and see on that. We also watching out for another tropical wave back there. And then when we take a look at the GDM, it also shows that this is that AOI in the Atlantic. Generally, right now, it's out to sea, but we do got model runs that do show it to generally get closer to the U.S. Any questions, anyone? I know I just been yapping here. We are at 18 likes. By the way, we are at 653 subscribers. We are 7 away of subscribers. Let's do it. I know we can do it, Weather Kingdom. We already got 30 people watching. I know we can do it. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Basically, what we are taking a look at is the entire Atlantic. We are taking a look at all the models. We are dissecting it. We are really... We are 7 away from 660. If we could do 660 tonight, I think that will be an awesome goal here. We are taking a look at... Alright, one moment. Alright, we just take a look at some of the ensembles. Alright, this is our AOI. If you guys are new, right now we are taking a look at the AOI in the Atlantic. And we'll have to keep an eye on that. So let's do this. Welcome. We are at 19 likes. Let's keep it going. We're doing great in this stream. I really appreciate you guys, all your guys' support. Now we're going to take a look at this lovely website that we got in yesterday. This is pretty much the water temperatures. And I know everybody's been very interesting, but I want to take a look at the Gulf of Mexico. We did, at a very close in time, we are currently rising once again in the waters. We are to climatology of the 1991 to 2020 analogs. We're now still almost 1 degree Celsius above average. We are currently 0.92 degrees Celsius from the 1991 to 2020 recorded records above average. From the original, from the 1982 to 2010, we are still 1.8 degrees Celsius above average. Very above average. Our highest was in 2024, where we were at we actually hit a brand new peak. This was back in 2023. We did add water up to 1.49 degrees above average in the loft. That was very warm. But generally, we do see the waters just slowly start cooling back down. I'm very interested on what we will see, but this is in the Gulf of Mexico. Generally, the Gulf of Mexico is very warm. When we take a look at the analytics for the Gulf of the Atlantic Hurricane Main Development Region, we're actually still above average, but we're not as warm as we used to be. We are generally still going up. Usually the late and peak is in mid-September. We still got quite a few days, but we are from this was in 2024, where we were generally above 1.28 degrees Celsius above average. In today's world, we always were above average, the average. But we have been, once again, increasing, but we are generally right now 0.53 with the original 1991 to 2020 record. And from the 1982 to the 2010, we were generally 0.77 degrees above average. So it's very interesting looking at these analytics. We're not as big as we were back in 2023 and 2024. We're generally a little bit lower, and then back, in 2010 and a little bit, we are much. But our lowest year was reset Zoom. So generally, when we take a look let's see, 2010 actually beats this analog with the Atlantic hurricane season. We take a look at the general look here. Let's go back in the Gulf of Mexico. Did we ever hit that peak? And no. We had a better peak here, in my opinion. At this time, on this current day, we were just above. We got to 1.15 degrees above average. Yeah, no problem. We're looking at the historic charts. This is the average this is the two averages. These two averages here, if you guys cannot tell, is the 1991. So oh my God, my foot got caught into the wiring here. We're taking a look at some historical averages right now. Once again, if we hit by 12 o'clock tonight, 660 subscribers, I'll stay on a little bit longer, and I'll keep listening to you guys and looking at that. Any questions? Anyone? We're only at 653. We need 7 more before 12 o'clock at night. All right, let's keep looking. Basically, these are the analogs right now. We are once again rising back from 2024. If we actually keep going back up, we could actually see it a bit higher than previous years in the Gulf of Mexico. When we take a look at the waters in the Gulf of Mexico, we're going to take a look at some good water temperatures here. I know everybody's been very interested with the Gulf temperatures, but when we generally take a look at the Gulf of Mexico waters, we have actually warmed. We're about the same. We're still generally, like I said yesterday, we are seeing a little bit less. We're still about 30 to 31 degrees Celsius above waters. Like I said yesterday, When we take a look at the water temperatures, if you guys do not know what 30 degrees or 31 degrees, so 30 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, is generally 86 degree waters Fahrenheit. So bathtub water, when we take a look at 31, is 87.8. And then 32 degrees Celsius, where we do have, is about 90 degree water temperatures. And then 3 is about 91.4. Let's just do 6. Yeah, you could tell. Very, very warm waters in the Atlantic. When we take a look at the tropical Atlantic, we have actually warmed very significantly. We have really warmed, and we are quickly warming, where we are now almost at a general 28 degrees Celsius with these waves that are coming off Africa, right? That's very important. That tells me when this AOI comes off tomorrow, if the conditions are just right, the water temperatures will be ready for activity to quickly unravel. Tomorrow we will be streaming again on this storm that is coming off. And generally this has hit 20 degrees north. I'm very interested on how much more north this will go and how much this will warm as we get into this September. We are still about 12 days from the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season. A lot can change, okay? Welcome back, everybody. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Please share. We're at 20 views. Let's get up a little bit more. We're 1 like away from 20. Yeah, no problem. Alright, now let's take a look at El Nino status here. Alright, so we're basically taking a look at the La Nina. I know everybody was very interested. So basically, in the last, this is some analyzing of the La Nina and El Nino. Basically, where we have been at is at neutral. But generally, we are expected to get back up to La Nina at least into September and October. This is very interesting as the Atlantic hurricane season is really underway here with the second half. We do generally this is by September, this is by October. Right now, about here, all right? We are going to be in a full-on La Nina in the next couple months. And generally, as winter comes, we'll generally get back into a neutral and even a La Nina. I do think an El Nino could be present next year in the Atlantic hurricane season. We'll have to wait and see. But generally, we do see the data to become a little bit lower and generally averagely going down. And then as we get into next hurricane season and a little bit later, we do generally see it stay neutral. Remember, we'll have to be above this line right here to be an El Nino. We do not see that. Generally, we do not see that with the La Nina pattern and neutral. We kind of stay below that. So for that being said, the Atlantic will stay very conducive for the El Nino and La Nina. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. We're at 21 likes. This is basically the El Nino here, and this is some of the models here. When we take a look at these models also, we do generally see a continuing dip. Currently, I do want to say here, I just want to say where we stand with the La Nina here is basically this. We've been on a decline here. We have been on a very steep decline. Early August, it went up a little bit, and then we've been generally straight on down. We're almost at negative 1.08 degrees on SST anomalies. This tells me we are in a strengthening La Nina. We're in actually a very strong La Nina. Basically, I want to tell you guys a bit more what does that do with the hurricane season, because I know everybody's been really on it. And basically, if we take a look at this where we're heading here, let's take a look at the PowerPoint. Look at that. This is by September. We generally see it continue to go down. This is by actually September. This is by November. So by November and December, we're at our lowest. Okay, we still got a few months before we hit rock bottom with this La Nina. And then eventually, as we get into the winter months, it will generally start going back up. But we're still going to be in a neutral phase, even in getting into May of next year. Okay, we do generally see an incline, but if we go on the lower parts of this, we will struggle to get even past 0. Remember, we still have to make it all the way generally up to this line to get past El Nino. So we're very deep into a La Nina right now. Basically, what is a La Nina? When we take a look at this here, I'm going to tell you guys the definition here on what Google says. La Nina, Atlantic hurricane season. What does this do for the Atlantic hurricane season? Basically, when we take a look at the graph here, this is typically what does a La Nina does. Basically, more hurricanes, okay? More hurricanes due to warmer waters. Okay, we already got the warmer waters. Let's go highlight mode. Basically, more hurricane. Let's go yellow here. Due to warmer waters and weaker trade winds. Okay, and that's pretty valid right now. We do have very weak wind shear and less of atmosphere stability. There's only one thing that's been holding this Atlantic hurricane season back to 2025. And it's the MJO. We do got weaker wind shear and trade winds. Okay. We do got warmer waters. We do got typically that El Nino pattern because there will be fewer hurricanes due to vertical wind shear and the waters being a lot cooler. Okay. Generally, La Nina patterns very conducive for the Atlantic. It is one of the key recipes when you take a look in the Atlantic hurricane season. Okay. By the way, we have hit 654 subscribers. We are now 6 away, you guys, from hitting 660, and I'll stay on for about another 30 minutes, you guys. We have 30 minutes to hit 660 subscribers. I think we can do it, you guys. I know we can do it. Let's do it, you guys. We're basically looking at everything in the Atlantic. I'm showing you guys every detail, everything basically on why the second half is going to be busy. I'm showing you guys every little proof on the patterns and everything. And what's holding this back. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to see that. Also, we will be having a winter outlook in the next month or so. I am already getting ready for my winter outlook. We have to get through hurricane season now. So basically, this is what the La Nina pattern does. We already looked at the PowerPoint. Very conducive. So we have a very conducive pattern with the El Nino. So if anyone in the chat here that wanted me to look at this, there you guys go. We're in a very favorable La Nina. This is likely to help the Atlantic hurricane season. Also, let's just go to my drive. You know, we're going to go to my drive. We're going to do we're going to make a slide, and we're going to go over, I don't even care what's in these slides. These are kind of Here, we're gonna kind of go over everything. What is up, Weather Kingdom? What is up, everybody? So basically, what about water temperatures? Water temps. Okay, we're looking at water temps. We're looking at wind shear, MJO. We're looking at dry air. Basically, at Saharan dust. We're taking a look at what else we need to take a look at? Wind shear, water temps, dry air, La Nina. One second. This is everything we are looking at. So, whatever I highlight in green is good. So, basically, green, good, red, bad, orange, iffy. Nah. Alright, this is basically all the color codings. I know we are basically looking at that. Let's go here. I know you guys, we're going to be here for a little bit. I know we will be. I know you guys want me to do this. I know you guys been wanting me to do this. So basically, our water temperatures, even though looking at the historic averages of 2023 and 2024, we are a little bit below. We're still in perfect water temps. We're in good. All right. We're crushing it. The water temps are amazing. I don't even want to hear it. The water temps is very good. Okay. We're in a La Nina. Okay. This is another good portion of the pattern. Okay. These are two already good things for the Atlantic hurricane season. We haven't looked at wind shear really and dryer. We started looking a little bit at the models, but not very. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We're doing crushing it. We are 6 subscribers away from hitting our goal. So, let me get out of this. We already took at the La Nina. We do not need that anymore. Generally, we are good on that. We already took at the water temperatures. Water temperatures are very good. Ocean heat content. We need to take a look at ocean heat content. We need ocean heat content. I'm telling you guys, we're looking through everything right now. We're waiting on the GFS. We're waiting on the 0-0s. And while we're waiting, we're taking a look at a general gist of the Atlantic hurricane season. So when we take a look at ocean heat content, this is another very important look at everything. This was late updated. This was just updated 1 day ago here. When we take a look at the ocean heat content in 2025 here, I want you guys to take a look here. We're right here, okay? I want you guys to take a good look. We're right here where I just marked yellow, okay? We're very above average. We're still above average. Yeah, we had 2024. We had 2023. Ridiculous. We had ocean heat content all the way up here. But we cannot have an every year season of being that much. We had some big hurricanes there that helped to cool it. But our peak of ocean heat content doesn't actually happen into the late September to early October for ocean heat content in the main development region. So if you do the path right now here on ocean heat content, if this went up like this before here, we could still easily continue to go with ocean heat content. This is a graph. This is not a graph. This is the line chart. This is what we are taking a look at. Historical averages with water temps, ocean heat content, El Nino and La Nina, pretty much everything that you guys have been wanting me to give you guys information on. And very. This is the OHC in the region. When we take a look at the ocean heat content in the main development region, that's good. When we take a look at the ocean heat content in actually the Caribbean here, you guys, even though we are not up to 2024 here, this is 2024, this is 2023 right here, and this is 2025. Okay, 2025 out of those 3 years is on the lower end, but we're still very above average, and we're still going above average. And if we see any more bigger increase in ocean heat content, look at where this leads us. Remember, our peak is about here. If this just went generally like this all the way up, we're still going to be flirting with the 2024 and 2023 ocean heat content levels in the Caribbean. Okay, so that's if it did like squiggly lines or that. But if we had a massive jump and this kind of went like this for a little bit and then like that, we're going to be flirting with 2024 and 2023 in the Caribbean. That's very crazy. So we're taking a look at ocean heat content in the Caribbean. We're taking a look at ocean heat content in the Gulf. We're taking a look at ocean heat content in the main development region. This is the average ocean heat content with these years. I hope you guys are really finding this tune. If you guys do love this stream right now, please like and subscribe. Please share this with your friends and family. Also, anyone that can hear me right now and that's watching my stream, I want you guys to hit a massive like button. Okay, I want you guys to say love your stream right now in the chat. I want everybody to go in the chat right now and say love your stream. Keep it going. All right, I would really appreciate that. Once again, our goal is to 700 subscribers. I know we're not gonna make that, but our goal is to 655 subscribers in the next few minutes. We only need one more subscriber. Also, when we take a look at the Gulf of Mexico, we got a lovely here. Gulf of Mexico is pretty crazy. We are flirting with peak here, you guys. I mean, we are right at the peak in the Gulf of Mexico. Okay. Thank you. Love your stream. Keep going. Thank you. Very greatly appreciate it. Are you guys finding the information very conducive here? I'll be right back. No problem. Are you guys seeing what I am showing you guys? Do you guys understand why I am believing that we could have a backloaded season? Do you guys see the information I'm giving you guys, that I'm not just saying it's going to be a backloaded season because of the models? I'm showing you guys the favorability, the conditions. Okay, man? I'm trying to show you guys the historical averages. I'm trying to show you guys different ocean heat content levels. Do you guys understand what I mean? Okay. Basically, this is pretty interesting here. This was 2023 when we had the warmest waters. But ocean heat content was actually a little bit below average in the peak. We had a little bit of below average ocean heat content in 2023 here. Okay. Thank you. This was in 2024. We're still right again. So we're in this. All right. Basically, we're the second best ocean heat content in the Gulf of Mexico right now. That's very interesting. Okay. We're going to have to keep a watch on this, on how this goes down. This is another great website. We're going to actually ocean heat content. That So when we take a look at ocean heat content here, so ocean heat content is perfect, okay? We don't need this anymore. We already have green good lights, okay, on why the Atlantic's not done yet, okay? Now, I want to take a look. All right, so we do have new GFS. We also have new icon. Very interesting. We have about... By the way, where is everyone going? This is icon 0Z. Very interesting. Shows development out of the system here in the next couple of days. Probably in the beginning of the September. We'll see our next name Storm. Interesting. I think that's a little bit biased. But the icon likes to see... I don't think that's going to happen. I would like to see that. I think this is a little bit biased here. And I think this is actually very biased. The icon shows a full-out hurricane or tropical storm over Africa here. That's probably not going to happen because then it shows it going in here and developing. I do not think that's going to happen, you guys, in my opinion. I don't think it will. But we'll have to wait and see. I do not think that will. But we'll have to just wait and see. That'll be very interesting if it did. But I do not think we will. I think that's a little bit biased right there. We need Mike's weather page. We're going to go to Mike's weather page. We're going to take a look at the shear right now. And take a look at the average shear right now in models. Basically, these are the levels here. Huh. So these are the shear levels as we enter today. We're generally here right now. We are going to see it maybe hit one more below, but we are about at average of in the Caribbean. So shear in the Caribbean is almost at its lowest. So it is favorable. It is conducive for development and more development. Okay. Very interesting. Alright. They don't update this until 2 o'clock in midnight. The shear in the Caribbean is good. I want to take a look at... Let's take a look at 12Z. We're going to just take a look at the general look of a fresh data here. Generally with dry air, we will be seeing fluctuations with it. In my opinion, there will be some dry air to deal with. Okay? That's just how the tropics are. So for the dry air, I'm going to put... I'm going to change this. All right. So in the orange here, where we just circled here, we're going to put orange. Basically, what orange is all right. It's not the most favorable atmosphere for with the dryer department, but it's not bad. It's workable. Okay, we're gonna put that for that. The shear, we're in a pretty good. The shear is pretty good right now. There's not too much shear. There is a little bit of fluctuations, but this is generally the looks. And then we haven't even looked at this one thing is the MJO. We haven't even got there yet. We've been talking about the Atlantic in every possible way as possible. Thank you. Okay. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. We are 10 minutes away. We are 6 subscribers away from me staying, if I stayed on or not. Basically, this is as it's the 30th. This is basically this. Boom. This is the MJO. The MJO will generally get into more favorability in the next couple days. We will see a pretty good increase in activity in phases 1 and 2. That does help the Atlantic out more. So the MJO will become more favorable according to the models. We generally do see in the day 20, we do get around here. Generally, the favorability in the MJO, according to this, does get better. Question is, does the GFS, does any of the models show that? Because I feel like we've been crazy with this, okay? And I understand why. Right here's the reason. Look at that. Unfavorable. According to the GFS, conditions, honestly, in my opinion, struggles. I don't know why, but with the MJO, with the GFS, we kind of struggle and we never see it by September 15 to get better. We kind of say in this sinking motion. And if with this sinking motion in the Atlantic will struggle. Okay. The European 12Z, if we take a look at all the way, I'm not going to say this likely, but we do start to enter favorability. We do start to get into some more favorable MJO by September 15th. These are the Europeans. We'll have to keep an eye on this. I do think the second half in the GFS will catch up with the MJO. When we take a look at the CFS weeklies, or when we take a look at this, basically, in the next couple weeks, by September 13th, September 20th, September 27th, we're in general favorable conditions in the second half of September. We're in very favorable conditions with the MJO. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but even into September 27th, we are rocking and we're still chilling. And then even then here, we're still very busy into October 4th. We are still cranking major tropical waves that's going through Africa. And we're still generally in a neutral Atlantic phase 4 tropical development. So even all the way up from the mid-September to October, early October, we do generally stay very active. And then you do see it generally, it does go back, but there it is, the MJO re-kicking in. When we take a look at the CFS monthly here, as we get into the next, scan slip work. So the MJO, in my opinion, is good. Right now, we're in orange, okay? We're actually going to put this in red. This is the main reason why the Atlantic is not developing here. There it is. This is the analytics here on so far this Atlantic hurricane season. Water temps are good. Wind shear is pretty good also. There's nothing wrong there. The pattern here, La Nina is very good. Ocean heat content is very favorable. Dry air is all right. It's not the best, but it's all right. The NJO right now is not good. It's bad. It's the main reason why the Atlantic is not breathing right now. But eventually it will get more favorable. That's the future looks at it. When we take a look at... We're going to do another thing here. Models. We're going to make this into a new thing here. I know this is late in the stream here. Basically, GFS. Oh my god. We're going to have to do something here. ECAI. ECAI. CMC. We're going to try and put this all here. So basically what we're making here is ECMWF. ECMWF is another year model. GEFS. GD. Okay. And these are the main models here. So and then we're going to sorting this out, all right? Basically, we're making a, what does this, like, will the models, I'll say orange. No, I'm not going to do that. We're going to do it different colors. We're going to do active little activity and no activity. We're going to do it like that. We're still waiting on the GFS and stuff. Active little activity. No. So basically, active little will generally be, yes, yellow. We're going to make that yellow. Activity no is going to be purple. And now we're going to make it red for that reason. And activity is going to be green. Okay. So the GFS model overall, if we take a look at the European AI, it shows nearly nothing. Okay. The AI shows little activity. Okay. So we're going to put yellow for this. The Canadian here on the... Oh. From the last run here with the Canadian, I would say generally little activity. The Canadian shows little activity. The icon shows activity. GFS is always changing. I really want to see how things look to be. 18Z was busy. 12Z was not busy. When we take a look at the... Huh. This was 0ZS, right? It's definitely flirting. I did not know this. This was the GFS. You want to say orange? Alright. We're going to do them orange. The GFS from last 0Z showed activity in the Atlantic. It's been for the GFS. I'll say active. We're gonna activity. We're gonna make the GFS good because the GFS is showing activity on the overall. So GFS is like that. GFS, the Euro, on the other hand, I'm sorry. The European, when we take a look here, huh? We're going to make activity yellow, and then we're going to make I'm going to fix this up. Very active is going to be green. So, the European, I would generally say, is activity. It definitely shows some activity. We're basically looking at that. I will be fixing this up and make my own thing. And we'll kind of basically make a slide thing here of how we want to do this. By the way, we have about 15 people here. We are losing a lot of people. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please let me know in the comments below. European ensembles is active. I didn't look at that. GFS. Generally, no. No, it does show activity in the long range, so. GFS is yellow. ECMW. I'll show activity. This is how I'll do it pretty much. We can put icon as very little. Europeans, alright. This is how I'll put the models, okay? Basically, GFS, very active. And the GFS been going back and forth. I'll kind of put this at yellow. We'll just have that. So basically, activity, For most of the models, there's very little activity to some, a bit more activity according to the models in the longer range. And then these are the conditions we are in right now. So these are conditions that we are dealing with as of right now. We'll kind of make this more into a thing there. This is the overall of the stream tonight. The water temps that we looked at is very conducive. The wind shear is conducive right now. The MJO is not conducive. That's a big key on why. And also there is some dry air outside. And it's alright. It's not too good. And then we do have a good La Nina and good ocean heat content. According to the model's activity level is GFS shows some activity. The European, the GEFS, and the European ensembles in the second half of the month of September. And then activity, very little about the European AI, Canadian, and Icon. The European models kind of show very little bit of activity. So that's the rundown with the models and the conditions for the Atlantic hurricane season as of right now, as we are taking a look at. Generally, we do see the GFS pop out once again, tropical storm here. A little bit more south, a little bit more stronger. All right, one moment. One moment, you guys. One moment, you guys. All right, 1 second. We're pretty much tired here, everybody. We are pretty much done here with the stream. This is kind of the latest on the stream. I'm going to end this, you guys. I'm going to go take a nap. I'm going to go to bed. See you guys tomorrow. We are going to go live tomorrow. Have a good night.